I thought Usyk, I think he's a phenomenal fighter, and I think he's got a great team around him, honestly. And you're only as good as your team, but I think he's got a really good team around him. After being in the ring with him and studying him, still studying him now, I think that he's the one to edge it, probably because I've experienced his ring generalship and ring craft on 2 occasions, and I think he's top tier.
Do you believe he can win the rematch?
Well, I don't think he can win the rematch. I think we're going to say more of the same. I don't think Fury has got better since last May. I think psychologically this will have affected him, losing to Usyk, losing his title and his unbeaten record.
Can he beat him in the rematch?
Me personally, what I think? Nah. No way. Nah.
You didn't see enough of Fury's performance to suggest that he could beat him. Both of you things right and beat him.
Sorry? Oh, I didn't see enough.
Yeah.
It's not that I didn't see enough, I just don't think that. I think Fury's good. You saw some good moments, I just don't think he can do it.
I don't know. The first fight, I thought the early rounds, it was all Fury. Fury was looking great. But Usyk has that unbelievable engine, so he come on strong at the end. So I thought the fight, without the knockdown they gave it to Usyk, but it was kind of like a 50-50. I thought it was a kind of a draw. So it's another interesting fight. You don't know what way it's going to go, because Usyk showed that he can be hurt by Fury. Fury showed that he has the know-how to beat him. But Usyk did hurt Fury, and so I don't know. It's just a toss-up.
From early dominance to a controversial split decision, will Fury learn from his mistakes, or will Usyk prove unbeatable? AJ has backed Usyk to win again, claiming that the Ukrainian boxer is simply too skilled for the Gypsy King.
I honestly think Usyk's going to do it again. You know, he's a hell of a fighter. He's got to be right up there in the pound-for-pound listings, but depends what Fury shows up. Can never count him out, so I'm excited. I'll be tuning in, and yeah, I think Usyk will get their hand raised again.
No, I would expect him to show loyalty to the corner. He's had that corner for quite a while, and he's been successful. Why would he change it? He's done very well as a heavyweight champion. He's been around a long time. He served the sport well. He's earned a lot of money. Will he beat Usyk? Never, as far as I'm concerned. And I don't mean that in a nasty way. I'm just simply saying Usyk has his number. He was lucky to get through the fight. He, could have been stopped. And I don't think he's going to do any better.
Listen, it's boxing, isn't it? You win and you lose. It's not that good when you do lose, but I've watched the fight and that there. Could have went either way. For me watching it, I thought he won on the night, but it is what it is. It's not a big deal. Listen, he's got the rematch, and he can try and set it right. And if he loses again, the best man won. Simple. There's not much to it.
Joshua, who has faced Usyk twice, saw firsthand the technical prowess of the undefeated heavyweight and believes Fury won't be able to match up this time. Joshua stated, "I said Usyk will win. I said that from 2023. I do think Fury is a good fighter, but there's levels. A cruiserweight nearly knocked Fury out. You've got to learn from these situations." Joshua also emphasized that Fury's comments about middleweights showed the danger of underestimating a fighter, pointing out that such comments could backfire. Joshua predicts another Usyk victory, though acknowledging it will be a challenging fight, especially early on. He believes Usyk's superior technique will eventually shine through. The sentiment surrounding the rematch is far from unique. Many observers share Joshua's view that Usyk's skill set will once again be the deciding factor. From Usyk's relentless punching power to his impeccable conditioning, analysts believe Fury's lack of discipline and antics in the first fight cost him the victory. Some, like Colin Hart, argue that Fury's peak has already passed. Hart suggested, "I thought he was past his best and in decline," reflecting a growing belief that Fury might have missed his window of opportunity to dominate the heavyweight division.
Both fighters seem in tip-top condition. Sparring should be over now. They might have one more spar, but it is a case of both of them now making their way to Saudi if they're not there already. And you maybe have another spar, but not a serious one, if you know what I mean. Maybe it's just a light spar, maybe a body spar, right?
I think it could be his last fight, regardless of what he does. If he wins, he could retire in the ring and be done, because I think the AJ fight's gone. I don't think anyone will want to see that now, with all due respect to both of them, in my opinion. But I think it's Usyk's fight to lose. I think Usyk's proven he's number one in the division now, with a lot, especially that given how well Dubois done. So it's Usyk's to lose, but it's not by all means a foregone conclusion. I think Usyk is the favourite. I think Usyk would possibly do it, but wouldn't be surprised if Fury did it.
Adam Booth shares his thoughts on the mental game of the fight, suggesting that Fury's focus and discipline will be critical. Booth emphasizes the importance of Fury's team, ensuring he stays on track and avoids distractions. But the real test will be whether Fury can maintain that focus throughout the entire fight. If he slips up or loses concentration, Usyk's skill and conditioning could wear him down.
Fury 2, Tyson says it's got to be heavier for the rematch. I feel like that's the right way, a heavier. Fury might be able to turn what was a close defeat into a victory.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably just one element of it. It's not just about being heavier, it's how you go about applying that. And Tyson's a very clever fella. He's got a clever team around him, so whatever they do is going to be a method to that madness, and I'm looking forward to seeing that one as well.
Though others argue that Fury could still make improvements, the outlook for his victory seems grim. Tommy McCarthy, on the other hand, acknowledges that while Usyk's late-game strength is undeniable, Fury showed signs of success early in the first fight. He points out that Fury was winning the early rounds and believes it's still possible for him to cause problems for Usyk, especially with his physical size and strength. McCarthy is cautious about ruling out Fury entirely, noting the unpredictability of both fighters. He concluded that while Usyk has the edge, Fury could still surprise us if he makes the necessary adjustments. As both fighters head to Saudi Arabia for their anticipated rematch, many observers remain confident in Usyk's ability to win. Liam Perro believes Usyk's exceptional boxing skills and ability to adapt will give him the edge. However, he also acknowledges that Fury's performance is key and that the unpredictability of Fury means the result could go either way. Barry McGuigan echoed the idea that Fury won't do much better in the second fight. McGuigan believes Usyk has Fury's number and will adapt, winning decisively in their next encounter. Others, like Paul Smith, suggest that the rematch could be Fury's last fight regardless of the outcome. He points out that the once-anticipated fight between Fury and Joshua may no longer hold the same appeal if Fury loses. Smith believes Usyk is the current top heavyweight, though he also acknowledges that Fury could still pull off an upset. This sentiment reflects the general view that while Usyk is favored, the fight is not a foregone conclusion and Fury still has a chance if he rises to the occasion. Shane Fury, Tyson's brother, offers a pragmatic take on the fight, acknowledging that losing is an inherent part of boxing. He suggests that the rematch will be another opportunity for Tyson to set things right, but if he loses again, it won't be a major setback.
I'll ask you this. Alexander Usyk, Tyson Fury, the rematch. Who wins, how do they win, and why do they win?
Well, I cannot go against Usyk. Alexander Usyk has proven himself time and time again, and he's still undefeated. So it really comes down to who boxes the best, who's smart in the ring. I didn't think Tyson Fury was that smart in the first fight. I think he played around a little bit too much and allowed Alexander Usyk to really pile up the points. And Alexander Usyk is a difficult opponent. He moves all the time. He's always throwing punches. He's in great shape. And that's hard to beat. I've always said the bigger man always should win if they do the right things. So Tyson Fury has to do the right things in this fight to win. And that's use his jab, use his size, use his movement.
The first fight was an unbelievable fight. For me, it was the two best heavyweights of the 21st century fighting each other, and they gave a tremendous performance, split decision. I thought there was a fag paper in it, and this time round, I think the fact that they've shared a ring together, the fact they know each other's strengths and weaknesses, it's going to be who can exploit them.
Sam Jones, Fury's trainer, also remains confident expressing unwavering support for Fury's resilience and belief that he can win the rematch. Frank Warren, Tyson's promoter, echoes this sentiment, emphasizing that the first fight was a razor-thin split decision. Warren believes Fury now has a better understanding of Usyk's strengths and weaknesses and will capitalize on any mistakes made by his opponent. The pressure on Fury is not as heavy as some might think, according to Andy Lee. Lee notes that Fury has excelled in high-stakes situations throughout his career and that the fight will be no different. While Lee acknowledges Usyk's skill, he believes that Fury will rise to the occasion and deliver his best performance. Ben Shalom, another supporter of Fury, praises Usyk for his consistency and ability to perform under pressure, but still sees the potential for Fury to improve and pull off an upset. As the rematch draws closer, the weight of the battle, particularly in Saudi Arabia, adds an extra layer of excitement to what is set to be a historic clash.
Tyson Fury doesn't change anything like he keeps saying he's not, then the result will be exactly the same. If Tyson Fury... The problem is, Usyk now has a blueprint for beating Tyson Fury. But Usyk now knows, he doesn't think, now knows he can hurt Tyson Fury. Now knows he's a bit faster, a bit sharper, he can get away with certain things. He knows this. Usyk was coming in around the 15-stone bracket. And so he knows he has the speed, he has the power, and he has the boxing ability to beat him.
Which way does it go? Everyone's got an opinion. Which way do you see it going?
I always backed Tyson for the first one. I'd always liked Tyson to win this as the Brit. You know, I can never see a way past Alexander Usyk. I mean, he's proven it time and time again, and I actually don't think that was the best Alexander Usyk that we see, and I think he's going to be better this time. I do think Tyson's going to be better, but I think you have to go with Alexander, given the history, as much as I hope Tyson can win, but a great fight, and again, Riyadh Season delivering.
But if I'm being totally honest, do I think he'll win? No, I think he'll lose again. And this time, I think he'll lose really, really clearly, because Usyk this time will go on the back foot. And that is the worst nightmare for for Tyson Fury, because that's one that he can't control. You've got to understand, Cougs, he pressed the whole fight. He walked the 6'9", 20-stone man down. He walked him down and bullied him. Imagine what he does when he fights to his attributes and fights to his best, because his best is fighting on the back foot. Anyone who studies and knows Usyk the way I know him, and I studied him, is you'll know that you've got to bring him to you, and that's the way to beat him. But you've got to counter him and feint, and you've got to be able to sharpshoot with him, you've got to be able to box with him, you've got to be able to offset him, but you've got to be able to continuously do all these things round after round. I couldn't, because guess what? I got tired. I was fucked after 6 rounds or 7 rounds of doing it.